about it, boys? We made it, episode 2. I mean, you could consider us pretty serious now.
Yeah, kind of.
What do you think?
As serious as serious gets.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Eat a ton of food, then get lazy and record a podcast.
Yeah. I mean, I've got the perfect attire today, guys. Look at this. All right, for y'all know the feeling of good old backstage pajama pants, right? Good. That's my bodybuilding pajama pants that I always wear, and I got a cool shirt on here. Let's see. Read that.
You're a glutton. That's like basically you to a T.
Glutton.
Yeah, you are a glutton.
I figured if we keep this thing going, I've got about 30 or 40 food challenge shirts that I've either won or participated in some type of event. So I'm gonna wear a different one every week, you know, because that's what this is all about.
How to not buy clothes. How to not buy clothes or pay for your food, just do challenges.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got a wardrobe, and some of them I'll probably never wear unless I do a podcast and say I'm gonna change shirts. You know, they're the cheap old $4 cotton, you know, cut your nipple type of shirts, you know.
The arms are really big, so like
it
makes you look smaller. Yeah, I hate those ones.
Hey,
dude, I love those shirts.
This one is actually different. This is probably one of the best quality ones. We got this one at it was the Mutton Glutton, the barbecue world championship. So I went against
what's a world championship quality t-shirt.
Yeah. So it was hey, Joey Chestnut was there. This was my first time meeting against him. Freaking
Chestnut's the goat.
Did he just destroy you?
I'm like, there's a lot of people that could win a Super Bowl, and there's a lot of people that could win NBA titles, but there's only one person that's eaten 75 hogs in 10 minutes, and that's Joey Chestnut.
Dude, next level, man. And I'm telling you, I think he almost tripled me there. I ate 24 mutton sandwiches in 10 minutes, I think. And Joey had like 50 some. Broke the world record.
Now, is he a speed eater? That's his specialty, right?
Yeah, all the pro circuits are 10-minute contests. You know what I mean? So virtually, if you want to do it at a pro level, which I was never a big speed guy, I just thought, hey, I can hold a lot of food in this sucker, you know, eat for an hour, you know, like I do every night. Yeah. But hey, I'm telling you, it'll stretch that stomach out a little bit, and you start doing that, and you know, it's a good excuse to have some good cheat meals, you know, during the off season. Yeah. Sadly, my off season's only about 2 months this year, so
I'm still in the off season technically for another 3 weeks. And I have to get ready because at that point I'll be 12 weeks out from the first show that I'll have to end up doing. But you only got to place top 5 to qualify naturally, so I can show up fat and probably get a qualification.
Oh, is it top 5?
Yeah.
I'm a super heavy, so I just have to show up. I don't even have to
show up, dude.
Yeah, there's
not ever
5.
a super heavy.
Yeah.
There's only like one. Everyone I've been, there's like 1 or 2, and then like one of them is fat. So
hey, I won the super heavy about 2 years ago at it was Northern Kentucky show. I was the only one. I did classic. I won the classic overall, and I was like, well, let me get a bodybuilding one too. You know.
Because all the jack dudes in shape are heavyweights.
Yeah, sometimes no one shows up and you win.
Yeah.
That was pretty solid trophy there. But
I think I'm doing the Jay Cutler Classic here.
Oh,
August
sweet.
August 7th. Because I want to see Jay again.
Is that where's that, Maine?
Richmond, Virginia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he has one out here. So I think I want to do that one. So my goal is to like me center stage with him and giving me a trophy with Jay.
That'd be cool. How you can your hair out?
I'm not going to touch Jay's hair.
But he didn't grow it back, right? Because he shaved it down.
A little shorter.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you're not getting like 09 J hair anymore.
No, he's past that age.
Yeah. he's cool with it though, I feel like.
Hey, look at this coffee.
He's one of the nicest people I've ever met, dude.
Same with me. I saw him. I went to that show as a spectator, but I was 1 week out of a show. And then, oh yeah.
What about that? Hey, this is one of those. Too. This is one of those color changing mugs. So here, after I drink it, it
is that you on it?
No, that's Arnold.
I was gonna say because you did with like that.
Yeah, that was.
I wonder if you got that on the mug.
No, that photographer, man, he's a unbelievable.
Yeah, that
editor.
picture you got was sick.
That one I sent you last night was like nasty time. They're like, that's better than any stage shot than you could, you know what I mean? So that's what that's what I was telling y'all. Y'all need to, when y'all trim down, hit a photo shoot, you know, get some.
That's how you become a good Instagram bodybuilder.
No, absolutely.
You just get a good photographer.
Hey.
No, but seriously, every time I'm in shape, I don't know if James
that's what I am.
But like when you're lean, you don't want to take photos. Like people hit me up to take photo shoots and stuff. I'm like, I just want to eat after the show and hang out with my family. Like I'm not holding any shape. I'm back up like 20, 30 pounds.
No. After is impossibility with us. We like to eat too much. I mean,
yeah, but I don't for whatever reason, I don't like really like lose a lot of shape really quick. Like I don't put a lot of weight on after a show.
Well, you don't hold water like me and Casey. We're like water buffaloes when we start eating junk.
Yeah, I just keep on taking like Clen and stuff, so it just like comes off. Yeah. I'm just kidding. Maybe kind of.
You just eat your asparagus, right? Just keep
my asparagus.
Hey, he just ate what, $80 worth of Valentine's Day half off, $40 sushi.
Yeah, it was $100. It was $98 half off, like $49.
No.
Yeah.
Dang.
Was that Kroger or Walmart or what?
Kroger special.
Oh, yeah. Dude, that is awesome.
My wife was eating that yesterday, dude. We went to Kroger because we're getting some ice cream and some honey. You know, I get like the huge honey things for local honey. And she got one of those heart-shaped ones, Valentine's special. All the what was it, spicy tuna or something like that. Ate half pre-workout, half post-workout.
Yeah.
I'm like, I was so toasted after legs yesterday. I smelt it and I was like, man, it's making me want to puke right now. Because you know your nervous system is shot and you're like,
I couldn't do sushi pre-workout.
I could
do like one of the only foods I can't do.
Really?
I can't do pre-workout. No.
Huh?
That salmon might come sliding downstream a little quicker than I wanted to.
I hear you. That's actually
like squat. Maybe, if I'm doing arms, maybe something like that. But like squats,
something like
Oh no, dude!
I guarantee you, yeah, you can't eat, you know, $90 worth of sushi before you go do legs. But I bet if you did about 2 rolls, a little snack, you would be feeling good.
I don't know how to do that though. I don't know how to do that.
I feel you. Me either,
you
dude.
have to snack on it and then load it up with like the soy sauce, so that sodium pump is ridiculous.
Sodium
like
pump
the veins will be popping if you eat sushi pre-workout.
That is true.
So there you go, guys. Everybody's starting out, trying to get swole. Hey, just throw in a little sushi every now and then. Hey, it's good. I put my clients. I really do. You know, when we get down to prep with some clients, and that weekly cheat meal is becoming an every other week, or even closer. Need a little refeed. Throw in a little sushi meal there. You know.
Yeah, as long as you stay away from the fried sushi, it's like a perfectly fine meal.
Exactly.
Fish and rice.
Yeah, I tell them to get like a tuna base. You know, if you want to throw some avocado in there, you know, be cognizant of the fat. You know, if you weigh out, you know, 100 grams of avocado, you know, you could. I watched a video. I think it was Alan Chris. He eats a lot of sushi. He does.
You know Alan? I love Alan.
Yeah.
I thought
he's old Kentucky boy. He's old Kentucky boy.
Yeah, he just moved though. He just moved down to Florida.
I don't blame him, man. Looks like
he's with all the Revive guys down there now.
Yeah,
like starting up their headquarters.
Yeah, he and he competed his ass off and finally made it. So I'm gonna try to make it too.
Smart. He is a smart man.
And he's
I respect guys like that because like he doesn't have the best genetics in the world of bodybuilding, but he grinded his way up, hard work and smarts, and that's how he got there.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Masters pro card. I'll take any pro card I can get. You know, a lot of people throw shade on it.
I don't think it's gonna take you that long.
Hey,
I'm in the Masters category.
I'm close.
Now. I will in July. In July will be. Yeah,
let's go.
I'm gonna retire by the time I hit the max categories. I'm done at 35.
You're just getting started, man. So that muscle mature.
No, he's serious. Listen to him. Listen, he's serious.
Yeah, I'm gonna be done.
I don't blame you.
I made a promise with my friend's mom. She was like, "I want you to keep up with this stuff." I'm like, "So I'm 35." She's like, "You better stick to that." I'm like, "All right," because it's like once you start having kids and all that stuff, it's like you can't bodybuild forever. You know, I like coaching people a lot more actually because it's fun. And like, you know how it is, you guys coach yourself. So it's like you try different methods on yourself and you find out what works and what doesn't so you can help your clients better. And it's just exciting. You know, when someone else gets excited, I get more excited. Like I'd rather see Bartley get his pro card than me because it's just exciting for me to see other people get stoked. It's like I pretty much do bodybuilding for fun. Like I have potential per se. Not like top 10 in the world potential, but I can't turn pro and in due time I will, but it's not my full dream to get to the very top.
Hey, James, he's gonna catch a hot streak here either this year or next year, and gonna turn pro, and he's gonna step on stage, and he can hang with them size wise. He's gonna be competing longer than you think. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and if he's not competing,
I'm trying to get out by 35 because like it's like people like Lee Haney, you know, when they're retired younger, they look better the older they get and they're just healthier.
Oh yeah,
I think the whole health aspects. It's like, you know, I want to actually enjoy other parts of life too because when you're so competitive, it's like I still try to do my best to have balance and go to my family gatherings and different things while I'm in prep until that like last 4 weeks when you're just dead, but at the same time, it's like you want to be able to just travel, not worry about eating and doing all these different things. So that's why I'm probably always going to stay as a weekend warrior, not go up to open, even though open sounds really fun. But I'm like the amount of precision and dedication is like next level. You just need about the things.
You just need to take more vacations. That's what it sounds like. You just need to go somewhere or unwind for about a week, man. That week, man, feels like about like a month. When you ain't tracking nothing.
2018, that week messed me up for 2 months because all the drinking and coconut juice and being closer to the sun. Goodness, it's like my internal system was messed. I can't handle all that.
What's funny is normal people don't realize that though when they're like out of their normal environment. But when you're so in tune with your body, you're like, you knew exactly what was going on.
Dude, I always think about that. Like anytime I go to the gym, it's like I hear someone blowing up the bathroom. Like that doesn't sound healthy, but they probably are so used to it. I'm like, that's not a normal poo. I don't know where you're coming from, but you gotta stop.
Hey, I feel like I see a new pair of kicks over there in that collection, James. Yep.
Right there.
Yeah. Got that.
The neutral gray ones.
Yeah, I saw that, man. Those are slim.
Those are the OG cut, the 85 cut.
Yeah.
So they're a little different. They're a little special to me.
Yeah. See, hey, I've learned a lot from this dude right here. Learned about pony hairs. Learned about, hey, I got those bloodlines. Hey,
those bloodlines are dope.
Yeah,
right.
Got the bloodlines, and he told me, hey, that the grape fives that I wore in that photo shoot with the sour grape, that was funny, dude. We pulled that off like last second. I was like, dude, should I get this or should I get that? And he was like, dude, bro, grape fives all day.
You're lucky. You were lucky on that.
Oh, dude. Yeah, it was like I had that photo shoot, like I was leaving Thursday. And what was it? How many days? It was like Monday night or something.
2 days. You got it in like 2 days. which is unheard of.
Yeah.
During COVID pandemic.
Yeah.
Mind you.
Because the shoes have to go to GOAT for verification, and then.
But you already got the ones that were already verified in your size, which is rare. Usually, because they only have that in a certain amount of sizes, and yours were already verified.
Yeah, got lucky on that.
Yeah.
One. I'm just gonna have to take a pair of Crocs with me next time. Big case.
Crocs on that.
Hey, dude. Hey, those ones.
Crocs the other day.
Yeah, I saw that. What was on it? Grateful Dead Crocs.
Grateful Dead. Yeah, it's a China market town, so it's like a hype store. Like streetwear, and they did a collaboration with Grateful Dead.
So sick. That was a nice little scoop.
They're pretty limited.
When you get new shoes in, do you ever do they have like a new shoe smell? Is that why you like them so much? It's like you open a box like.
I always smell every time. You have to. If you get a new pair of shoes, you got to just put your nose in it.
You got to make sure they're actually fresh and not worn.
Yeah, you should go like this. You gotta get up in there and you gotta go. See, these are brand new, so it still has that smell. I love it. It's really good.
That's an addicting smell, ain't it, James?
It's all those chemicals that are illegal to use in the United States, and that's why they have to manufacture them in China. Probably bad for you.
All those food preservatives are you looking young forever.
Yeah, they can't make these in the US because of the chemicals they use.
Really?
Yeah, that's why almost no shoes are made in the US, because the cheapest way to make these is with some chemicals that the EPA doesn't allow.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, fun fact for you guys.
I didn't know that. Didn't know that. Yep. Well, I didn't write down any questions today. I just wanted to shoot the breeze with y'all, kind of update everybody on what's going on. We got the Spotify link up. We got the Apple Podcast link up for the show. That took me all of yesterday to figure it out, but I think it worked. So that's for y'all that want to listen at work and couldn't close your screen on YouTube. So I had a few people reach out and said they'd really like to listen to it if it was on there. So we got it up there, guys.
Yeah, I feel like people just said that because we're ugly, but I could be wrong.
You're not going to see me sniffing shoes.
Yeah, exactly. You're just listening to that in your little headset right now at the gym. You're just hearing snow shit, little snow shifts.
Sniffing shoes.
Yeah. What about it? Where's the ice at where y'all are from right now? What's it looking like? It's
horrible, man.
Yeah, same here.
It's not even cold enough to snow, but it's like 35 and just rainy and windy.
No ice,
no snow, no ice. It's just shitty
nasty.
Cold rain.
Yeah, just nasty.
Yeah.
You might be getting some of it as the wind passes it on. I'm not sure, but we got it. We got it pretty solid here
in Ohio.
Like I got out today going to the gym 4-wheel drive in my Jeep, and I could still cattail it all the way across the road. It was barely biting, so it's pretty solid. It's like when it sleets, you just hear the ice crackling in your window. That's what it's done the whole day. It's not snowflakes. It's just that.
No, it's those little pellets.
Yeah. It's just straight ice because I fully defrosted my windshield and went to the gym, cleaned the whole thing off. When I got out of the gym, it had a layer of ice on it. I was like, man, I know I've been in here 2-3 hours, but that's a lot of ice just while you're in the gym. I couldn't even scrape it off. I had to defrost it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Good. You got a starter?
No. No.
You don't?
No. That'd be nice though. Might be something.
Dude, I don't know what I'd do without mine. I got an app. It's on my app. I just start my engine from my phone.
How easy is that to put on my Jeep?
Mine came with it. I drive what the Rock drives. Ford Raptor.
Hey, DJ,
just like the Rock.
DJ, if you're watching, hey,
black too, just like the Rocks.
Yeah, it's a bad truck. Hey,
I
one of these
pretty much everything he does.
Hey,
no big deal.
One of these times we got to bring in the DJ cutout in your weight room and bring it in here. That way I can get a screen.
Yeah,
I can get a screen capture. It'd be like,
I'll have him right here.
Yeah.
I'll have his his dick right here.
Dude, how you gonna get him in there? You gotta sit him up somewhere back here.
Yeah, I'll just move the camera. We'll get it.
Yeah.
Oh no, you just gotta tilt him sideways so his head's in the corner.
Yeah, exactly.
Just lean it in like he's joining the conversation.
Yeah, we could title it "Look Who Popped In This Week."
Cameo appearance by The Rock.
Old next like baby will be so disappointed.
Remember, Fuad did that with Chris Bumstead.
I know, I saw that.
Because Ian was staying at his house, so I was getting remodeled.
Yeah, the funny thing is he always asked them if he could use that as a clickbait title.
Right. And
they
said
Dexter.
Yeah.
He did it with Dexter too.
What y'all drinking on, boys? What y'all drinking on over? Coffee? What?
I wish I had something. I had nothing. My wife turned the heat on. I'm like dying up here.
Hey, something I like to drink tastes great are these little Lipton diet green teas. You know what I'm talking about? The little bitty bottle.
Lipton.
Let me grab a bottle real quick.
Yeah, I just chug water all day.
Me too. I'll do a Gatorade Zero every now and then.
Well, the hard thing for me is the artificial sweeteners and stuff and colors like bloat me and give me like indigestion. So I kind of just have to drink water.
I do notice that there's a big difference, and I've been using more like sauces on my stuff, and I noticed like I haven't been using the past couple days, and my digestion's way better.
If you're watching at home, guys, these are solid. Put them in the fridge. Like I hate drinking. I've gotten a little soft in my old age. I used to get up, drink water, be fired up. Now I don't want to drink water, man. As soon as I wake up, I want a little something. Yeah, I want a little something different. And this right here gets you shredded, guys. 5 calories. 5
you're not hardcore.
Well,
get a little soft on us there, Bartley.
Dude, I wish I could do all that diet stuff because like Gaines Bakery,
that's what I was talking
all
about.
These sauces and it looks so good. And
they are good.
I can have it, but I know if I have all the artificial sweeteners all day, like even pre-workout drinks will start bloating me. But it's like gonna take that pre-workout dump, but I can't be doing that all day.
Yeah.
Hey James, I'm about to show you soft 1,600 calories for about a month here in a little while. Hey. What 2 hours of cardio? Hey, that's what it takes for me, dude. I swear. I was talking to Casey last year on how little food that I was on, dude. 2 hours of cardio, and it was basically trace carbs and trace fats, just like dirt, dude.
I think we both did the same thing, but then you had to do like crazy fast. And your cardio is more intense than mine. I just walk on the treadmill, walk around the park if the weather's good.
Same with me.
Yeah.
Like I do like 3 to 3.1 miles an hour, like 1 to 3 incline, maybe 5 if I'm feeling like frisky that day.
I go a little bit higher incline, usually about 10, but I'll do like 2.7 speed to 3 speed.
Dude,
it's like 3 is if I'm feeling.
My calves get too pumped, man. I can't do it.
On what?
Well, you have lower insertions, right?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, because I have the little stupid insertions at the top. So like, this is my shin, this is my calf.
Yeah,
I'm hanging through.
Hey, James, what gets your calves pumped? Stairs?
Walking incline treadmill. Fucking murders my calves, man.
Really? Yeah, don't mess with me. I got that high insert. I got that high insert.
Kind of low.
Yeah. You got the true white boy calf.
Yeah.
You got the true white boy calf, like me.
Just a ankle, like just straight ankle to ass.
Hey, me and Casey, we got all kinds of stuff. We're big old
4% black. So it's a high cap.
Yeah.
I had 0.
Yeah,
I was 100%.
Yeah, that's what I said. 100% white boy. I had 2.
Those Alps.
Cameroon.
I had to be I was walking around the Alps, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, those low inserts.
It's my Middle Eastern side too. Gave me high calves, but that also gave me the taper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, what's funny about
I'm
my
all Alps.
What's funny about my 2% Cameroon Congo is we had a foreign exchange student, Boris Siakam, at high school. He ended up going to play college D1, and his brother plays for the Raptors right now.
He's a basketball player.
Yeah.
That's him.
No,
oh my God.
That's his brother.
Oh, he's good. I like him. He got the MVP when they beat the Warriors.
Yeah, he's a stud.
He was the finals MVP.
Yeah. So they're from Cameroon. So that's why, I posted on my Facebook, I'm 2% Cameroon in here from a boy, Boris Siakam, and he commented on it, just because I grew up guarding him, he was dunking on everybody, dude. He was, about 6'9", and just coming down and just jumping out of the gym, and didn't even play basketball till like a year before.
I'm surprised, University of Kentucky have him up. They pretty much get everybody, right?
He went to Western. He went to Western Kentucky, which is, it's the 3rd biggest state school here, probably in Kentucky. Yeah. So, you got Kentucky and Louisville, and then Western Kentucky is like the 3rd. So he went there and he started all 5 years. I'm sure he could have probably got on the Cal train, but I don't think he really wanted to, sit on the bench, a lot coming out. They got so many studs, in the Cal era. They got so many daggone studs, and dude, you could be making buckets somewhere, making big moves, or you could be sitting on the bench for a couple years, Yeah,
they were just turning out freshmen. Yeah. Freshmen's the number 1 draft picks.
Yeah.
Top 10 picks. Yeah.
So I got my little green tea here, guys. I got some water down here. I fasted 17 hours today. Casey didn't hear that, I don't think. 17. Nope. And
you're so hardcore now. You're really hardcore now, brother.
Hey, listen, I had to, man. This weight's got to come down.
My opinion has changed.
Hey, I got a couple things coming up, though, James. You got to keep in mind.
You're always got to be.
Bartley's good at restrictive eating and eating.
0 or 100. He's 0 or 100.
No, it is absolutely.
And fasting all day.
Yeah. That's what did. That's the only way I made it last year. I was like, dude, I'd rather not eat than just to eat little bitty here and there. I hate eating a little bit here and there. I'm all or nothing, man. They got to be solid volume meals, or I can't mess with it.
Yeah, the little meals don't make you feel like you're doing something. When you're always hungry, it's like you eat and then you're hungrier after the meal. You're like, okay, I'm getting in shape.
No doubt.
I hate that though.
No,
but I like it. I like it, but I hate it.
Yeah,
dude,
everybody.
All
the beginners listening, y'all need to hit the every meal every 2 hour type of deal. We've adapted to some type of cheat meal bodybuilding strategy that's actually worked out for us pretty well. You know what I mean? We're just such big eaters, man, that we pull off some refeeds here and there and then just suffered, but that's what makes us happy. You know what I mean?
It's old school. But it's
what's the word? I'm sorry, you go.
No, I was just gonna say last contest season, because I had that histamine response, I literally cut out all my greens and all my sauces. So every meal was just literally turkey, salt, and pepper. That's all it was.
Gosh.
So I was literally just like, this ain't fun. Then once a week I'd have my fun meals.
Hey, tell them what % turkey it was, though.
It was that 99% lean.
Yeah, I know. It's dry, boy.
Dry.
Yeah.
It's like if you don't sear it up on the pan, it tastes horrible, because it was like the ones that are pre-made from Costco. So I was eating so much. I'm like, I'm not prepping turkey all day. And that was literally like breakfast, lunch, dinner, plus the other 3 meals.
Hey, what about this? Have you ever put pancake syrup on ground turkey?
No, because I don't do sugar-free stuff.
Oh, that's right. That's right. With the histamine stuff.
It's like,
hey James, what about you? I know your ass likes some McGriddles. It tastes like McGriddle if you do it.
You know what I do? It's just really weird. I put almond butter on my turkey.
Oh yeah, dude. Almond butter or peanut butter can go on almost anything.
I put it on my turkey, and then I put 2 stevia packs over it.
Woo.
And then cinnamon.
What the heck is that, dude?
It tastes really good. It's a good protein fat meal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone listening to this is like, that sounds absolutely disgusting. But when you're probably like, oh yeah.
You come up with some weird stuff in prep, man.
Dude, here's the thing. Here's the thing. We've got like the most sensitive palate there is, because we go from the complete extreme opposites. You know, we're on this diet food, we're eating, you know, we're tasting the white fish, and we're like, oh, this is so succulent. You know, we're so hungry, we're enjoying it, every single morsel. And then we go from that extreme to being able to eat these cheat meals, and we just appreciate food so much more. I feel like, you know, being a bodybuilder.
Yeah, that's how I've come up with most of our cookie flavors, because, you know, when you're so deep in prep, you can like taste things without tasting it. So I just create flavors in my head. I'm like, oh, write it down. And I'm like, okay, next cheat meal. Just made a sick one today. It's pretty dank.
What's the name?
Oh, dude.
Huh?
What is it?
It's going to be pretty much Orange Julia. So orange dreamsicle.
Ooh.
Yeah, I tried a little bite, and I was like, and I just ate the rest of it. I was like, whatever, it's going down. I can't stop eating this right now.
Casey, drop an exclusive teaser. Tell them what's in it.
Oh, I'm not going to be telling everyone what's in it. It's just orange. The flavor orange and cream.
Oh, he's gonna have some cream running through that sucker somehow. I don't know how he does that. He must took a Dremel tool and got down in there and poured it.
No, anything that when I want to add a creamy flavor, it's always white chocolate, because white chocolate just gives that nice creamy flavor, and it evens out the difference. So it's like you could have something that's a little bit bitter and add that white chocolate in it, makes it perfect.
Hey James, you like sugar cookies?
It's not like what I would like really go to. Like,
hey, me either.
I had one,
but Casey, that's one of his best that I've ever tried, dude. That one Christmas edition,
really?
Christmas cookie, dude. It was so unbelievable. Because, you know, I'd rather have chocolate chip or something like that, but this one, man,
what it had white chocolate. Go towards the chocolate.
Yeah. This had like white chocolate chips in it. It had the Christmas cookie M&Ms in it, which was like a special edition. And man, it had that granulated sugar on top, had a little crunch to it, and it's still chewy. I was like, no, man, that was so good.
That's what you ate for Philip, right?
Yeah, I ate 4 of those cookies. I said that one was the best. You had something else
you got
on there.
What edition?
What did you have a pecan pie in there?
Pecan pie.
Yeah,
pecan pie.
Dude, James loves pecan pie.
I love pecan pie.
Yeah, my favorite. Stick around for another 9 months, you'll get it. Holiday flavor.
Hey, it's solid. It's solid, man. What else was in there? It had some type of pumpkin. You had a pumpkin something. Had pumpkin seeds
pumpkin
and
flavor for the seasonal. Then
hey, that was festive. One more. That was very festive.
Yeah,
it straight
it's just those ones are so much harder to make, because Amanda would have to do like the pecan serving, like make the actual pie filling, and then make a bunch of other things, because we'll do fillings and stuff. Those just got messy. It's like you're putting all this like holiday spices in one little blender.
Yeah.
It's like takes an extra 10 minutes to make a batch.
James, how many pecan pies did you eat to hit 30,000 calories the other day?
3 whole ones.
3 whole ones.
Dude, pecan, you can't go wrong though.
Not 3 slices, guys. Not 3 slices. 3 whole pies.
the most calorie dense food there is, I think.
Yeah.
What do you think?
believe it,
what's
man.
higher? I don't know what's higher. I think it might be.
It's like 3,200 calories, 3,300 calories for a pie or something, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you have all the like
dense.
nut fat, and then you have all the sugar blended in with it.
And it's gooey.
Good.
And it's gooey, so it just goes down.
Yeah.
Don't even need a chew.
You don't.
No.
Because I'll do it with vanilla ice cream, so then I'm adding the ice cream calories on too.
Yeah.
Hey, James.
So,
dude, know what you should do? You should make a pecan pie ice cream sandwich. Just shove them together and take the crust and just eat it. That'd be massive.
Hey,
here's messy.
Here's what y'all don't know. Here's what y'all don't know. I'm gonna hit
those
I'm
little
hit
ones.
some...
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do. Those little ones.
Yeah. That'd be solid. Hey, I forgot what I was gonna say. It was something about pecan pie. Oh, I'm gonna carb up with it this year. What do you think?
I did for my shows.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not the worst idea. It's so dense it keeps your stomach small.
It's dense and it's quick.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you have a weigh-in, it's going to hit you quick.
That's what I'm saying.
Because you need a lot of calories in a short period of time.
Because those cookies were perfect, but I think I could have ate a little more and brought a little more fullness to that first show I did. You know, because it was the 1 day turnaround. The Olympia was the 2 day turnaround, so I had an extra day to kind of go super hard and dial it in. You know,
you didn't even drink that much water though, right? After weigh-ins, you kind of just kept it low because you're already dry.
Yeah. I drank I think 2 of those coconut waters and maybe half a gallon of water.
Yeah, when you don't
probably about a quarter or a half gallon of water and 2 coconut waters. But what I did is I never pulled it out. I just kind of kept it low, kept it going.
Yeah. Give your body enough to out a little.
Yeah.
For digestion, just a little bit for digestion.
Yeah. Well, you're not going to shove no carbs if you have no water. You got to have a little of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was probably the driest, man. That low humidity out there, man, just crisps you up. I was like, and
I remember they had that little TV.
Yeah.
But that little TV in the back, you watch someone on stage, but in line waiting. And when he hit that back post of your Christmas tree, I was like, damn, he's the most shredded here. Then he walks back around like, you look crazy. Up there like, really? I'm like, hell yeah. I'm like, you give me the tops.
dude, that screen and that lighting was money there. I thought.
I know. That was the best look. Like the pictures from the stage shots were that great. Like they're good, but not like that back TV was just like, I don't know if they had the saturate, like something was on it where you're like, everything was crisp.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. So, James, we need you to get ready. Get ready with us. You're eating too much good food here. And,
but I do that the whole time during prep.
Hey,
the whole time during prep too.
Hey, no, actually, I'm living vicariously through you because I'm having to reel it in, possibly going to Texas here in like a week or two. I need to text Todd when we get off of this, but Icon Meals, they're throwing together last minute impromptu, rent a big house and just kind of shoot content and work out and eat. And it sounds like a good time to me, and even though it's about the same weather down there, it's still fun to go to Destination Dallas, and go to a couple of those. There's like 3 or 4 badass gyms there. Like Kuklo goes to one, Branch goes to Destination Dallas. A bunch of people go to Destination Dallas.
He still goes to Metroflex though too, right?
Yeah. He just mixes it up. They get the Metroflex over there. They got some Precision or something was a bad gym that they had a lot of pros. They went to some like classic guys and physique guys, I think. But it's a booming market. Texas is freaking Bodybuilder Central right now.
Dude, that's why I want to move there, because that gym, destination Dallas, and the weather's a lot better than Ohio.
Yeah,
So, and then they got In-N-Out and all the stuff you want in Dallas. It's like
they have In-N-Out there now.
Food.
I didn't know they
have
had
In-N-Out
there. Really?
Yeah. So it's a little taste of California for me.
Yeah.
Spend all that money and deal with all that stuff. Leave it at that.
I think Whataburger is more popular down there. I think.
Whataburger, Whataburger is delicious, dude.
Yeah.
That show Whataburger spicy ketchup.
Not a fan.
I never had it.
You haven't gotten it right. Because you have to add your own ketchup.
Not a fan.
So the first couple times I got it, I was like, dude, this is way too much mustard. Like the ratios are off. Then I realized you have to add your ketchup, and then you have to get the triple Whataburger, because if you get like the single or the double.
Why do I need to do this work as a consumer though? I don't want to like work. I just want to eat it.
James,
what do you not like about drive-through?
What do you not like about
trash? Whataburger is like
the meat of the bread or what?
It's the ratchet version of In-N-Out. It's worse than Carl's Jr.
So worse quality is what you're saying?
It's worse than You don't like Carl's Jr.?
No. I
don't like. That's what I grew up on.
Whataburger's the worst.
Those fresh cut fries from Carl's Jr.
There was so much hype around Whataburger for me because I was in the Navy with these dudes from Texas that all they would talk about was Whataburger, and there was shit on In-N-Out and all these other places. And then I finally was driving through
somewhere. Whataburger's dope. Oh, and then I still have this from California.
Well, you got a burger? Yeah.
Got some of the little stickers, so when I see your car, you could like slam it on your car.
Hey, you could definitely put that on the inside of your wallet and like brag every time you opened your wallet and showed your stickers.
Yeah, you could be like, man, money goes in my wallet and it comes out my wallet. Sit down.
Yeah. Except nobody uses wallets anymore. We just got these Apple Pays, and we got Venmos, and we got, hover your phone over this and pay for it. It's pretty wild.
That's what you think, but Ohio, it's like a lot of Kroger doesn't have the sensor machines.
Really?
So I just bring my wallet wherever I go. Yeah, I don't think Costco here has it. So it's like only rare occasions where it's like me and my wife both forget our wallets, and I'm like, hold on, do you have the phone sensor? Scan my phone on there. I'm like,
Yeah, see, I'm still old school enough to put the card in there. I'm all about technology, but I don't want to like tap my phone over something. There's something a little snaky about that. Hey, I don't want to accidentally tap a little too much money over there, So, but I've never had Whataburger, so that's on my list. I've passed it multiple times, but it was always the wrong place at the wrong time. It's like you just ate a huge meal here and you're heading somewhere else, and you kind of pass it and you're like, dang man, should I get it? It's only been like 30 minutes since I ate. I kind of should, just to say I've had it, but we'll hit one later down the road. I think there was one down there. There was one down there in Orlando, I think.
Arizona.
Yeah, there was
the USA deserved one.
Okay, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I had to grab one.
We had this conversation. Down. We had this conversation in your car after eating the pasty co. That's what it is.
Get one tomorrow.
I was like, dude, should we stop here at Whataburger real quick? We just got done with dinner and 2 entrees and 2 desserts.
Yeah, that dessert was still some of the best dessert I've ever had.
I would have 1000% had Whataburger right after that if I didn't have to make weight Monday for the Olympia. It was tough, James. It was tough to try to reel it in after you start on that cheat meal, following the show. Like I'm not used to like pulling back immediately and trying to drop some weight for another show. That's a quick turnaround. I like about what's y'all's favorite in between shows? A week or 2 weeks?
Probably 2 weeks. After the show, you're eating so much food for a few days that you have to have that 2 weeks to reel it back in. Because if you don't have 2 weeks, you're gonna be watery the next weigh-in.
Right. one is an exhilarating ride. You get to about Wednesday, you're like, dude, I don't think I'm gonna be ready yet. And then come Thursday, you're just straight nails.
Yeah.
After all the water falls off, if you do everything right. But I'm like y'all. I'd rather have 2 weeks. That gives you time. You're not stressing out. Cortisol levels aren't tripping. If you're going to be ready and you got to travel somewhere again, you think about all that. I think if you can have that extra week, it's pretty solid.
Yeah, that's why this year I'm probably going to try to do USA's and then the North Americans, because I can fly to one, then have like 4 weeks, make whatever corrections I need to, and then just drive to the second one, because shows cost so much, special national shows, dude. Like, I always have such trouble spending that much money. I'm like, like
did y'all hear
for one show entrance?
Oh, dude, it racks up, man. That's why I'm excited. Did you hear about the breaking news today on Junior Nats?
Yeah, it's closer to you.
Yeah, it's going to Chattanooga, Tennessee, which is where I've been there once. I whitewater rafted. so James, you want to come out and get a little wild this summer? We got the white water raft. Hey, let me turn pro real quick. We'll jump in there next day.
I did the whitewater raft there too one time.
Really?
Yeah. Well,
what's
times I've been in Tennessee.
What's it called? The river? What's it called? Like Okeechobee?
I thought it was the Chattanooga River.
It could be.
It might be. I don't know. It was when I was a kid. I was like 11 or 12.
It was a good time, man. It was
It was scary. It was scary.
Our guide had armpit hairs hanging out, but like that, she was female. I was like, dang, well, they're really out here. They're out here they're out here in cabins, not even worried about razor blades. They told me that, told our group that they just love it, and to be disconnected, be out there. A lot of them didn't even have phones. I mean, just straight up, just like hippie living a good life. Yeah. I was like, wow. I was like,
they probably don't even know that COVID's around.
They're savvy enough to have Facebook and have a lot of views because a lot of reviews, because that's how we found them. It's like the main place,
Yeah.
So it's a legit business. So y'all don't have to be scared.
If I was in shape, I'd do that show, but I don't think I'll be in shape that soon.
I know how I am. And I never diet for a long time. I do more of a burst.
Yeah.
Just go hard. And I don't want to do Junior USA's in May, but I know how fast, if I flip the switch, I know how fast I can go.
Just flip it now. Flip it. Flip the switch.
What would that put me out? What would that put me out?
Enough time.
That's
that's all of March, all of April. So that's 8 weeks.
That's 13.
2 more weeks in the end of February. It's 10. So
13. Yeah. It's about 13, right?
Perfect time, man.
Yeah, I could do it, but man, I don't want to have to wait another month for another show. That's the only thing.
Yeah, that's the worst part.
Yeah. I mean, if
nobody's going to be in shape though in May.
That's what I'm kind of thinking.
No one's. Yeah, and it's going to Chattanooga.
No one's going to be in shape in May.
No.
It's going to Chattanooga. Chattanooga.
That's the second one. That's the one I'm doing. Junior Nats. Junior USA's is always in Charleston, unless they change it.
Oh, that dude Callum won that one last time. I mean, you just smoked him.
He did Universe.
But it was in Charleston.
They were close together. They were like a week or two apart, I think.
Yeah, because I wish I had done that show.
Dude, me too. Callum I love Callum. I used to work with him.
Great guy.
Cellulcore. Heck of a guy. I mean, he let me borrow half of his pizza, and I didn't have to give it back. So yeah, he's a great guy, but I'm telling you, his leg, his leg was down. Like he
just
had
his posing didn't look that good. It's not as good as it used to be. He's a little rusty, but his conditioning was the best. But just the competition there didn't seem like it was like that compared to like the shows I did. It was like way different. Like we were talking about when he won. Like, man, I don't know if it's just the lighting or with that show, but because there's some people that look pretty good. And then that one dude that won that show, the short guy, he went on to get top 5 at his first pro show. So I'm like, there was
out there,
but
I didn't even
not
see
that.
SD. Yeah, the short guy. I followed him. I can't remember his name, but really good proportions. Sick looking. And then he went to the Texas pro show and got, I think, 5th place.
The issue with guys like Callum, though, is the expectations are so fucking high because he looks so good. Yeah, on like Instagram, he is a movie Generation Iron. Like people know about him.
What he needs to do now, like I want that pro card it's something I've been grinding for my whole life. You know what I mean? And so now it's close enough that I want it even worse. But I'm telling you, once I get it, man, if I was Callum, I'd be nothing but audition here, audition there, freaking for this movie, that movie, this movie. He's a good looking guy. He's got a good personality. He would kill it, especially, he's got good English that he could pull it off, he could change, how he sounds.
But he might still have the dream, to be a Mr. Olympia.
Well, I think he was.
The hard part when someone has that much talent and then they get hurt and then they don't look the same and they still have that dream. It's like,
hey, he ain't touching.
He
ain't touching C-Bum, so he might as well. Dude, C-Bum.
That's what I'm saying. It's like
you gotta realize
what you got to realize what other people have, because that was his goal a long time ago, and he might still be holding on to that.
If he had gotten in Classic when it first started, he would have been fine. That division has evolved so quick.
Yeah. He had the classic looking physique before, and now it's straight bodybuilder legs up there next to.
Yeah,
he is. And he used to have some good ass quads though.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day, he was getting thick before all the injuries, man. Just the injuries, just unfortunate.
Dude, he had great classic quads.
Yeah,
he had really good classic quads.
Yeah, but now he needs to get a little movie action. I believe that's where the big cheese is at. You know what the Rock stunt double makes for one of his movies? This is what I was told by an agent.
What?
If the Rock makes 20 mil, he makes 10%, so he gets 2 mil for a stunt double. I don't know if that's true. Maybe somebody listening is a professional actor. Let us know.
I got a buddy in the Navy who was his stunt double in a movie. I'll ask him.
Really?
Yes, he looks just like him.
Somebody told me 10% of what their actor is slotted for. That's what I heard.
Yeah, let me find it real quick for you. Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm just going to play on my phone for a sec while I find this. 1 second.
Oh, you're good. What do you think about that, Casey? You think that's worth jumping off of, a barn, into some cow patties or what?
Not for me.
Hey, you wouldn't do that for 2 mil?
It's my buddy. It's my buddy.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
Look. Yeah.
So
he's actually bigger than The Rock.
Did he ever tell you any stories about having to jump off of this or, get thrown against this wall?
No, because he was doing it for Ballers.
Oh, okay. So it was a little more,
he was like, so there wasn't a whole lot of like stunts, but he had to do something where he was like his double. So he wasn't like in like Fast and Furious or any of those ones.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, a Jumanji stunt double action would take some licks because they fall.
Yeah.
And it's the action movie. It's all over the place.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't sacrifice my body for money.
I would.
That's
what we do in bodybuilding.
I mean, technically, but that's more of a hobby. You know?
But it's like way less money.
It's like something you enjoy, and you're not like ripping up your joints or anything, because like there's stunt devils and stuff that get like career-ending injuries. You know, that puts you out of life.
They enjoy it though. That's why they're a stunt devil.
I think
if you don't enjoy that stuff,
dude. Here's the thing. I think it's more experience based more than monetary. Because, dude, when you can just get out there and see how it works on the back end of a production, like when I did the Titan games, just, you know, being treated like a cast on TV, you know, it's wild. You know, it was fun, you know. Like I told you, hey, y'all to fell in love with the food out there.
The dessert trailer.
Dude, they had a Mexican tent where they were cooking fresh tacos, any kind you wanted, on a flat iron outside. Then you go inside and they had all the just racks of burgers, chicken wings. They had they kept it healthy. Then they had like 2 or 3 different types of fish. They had salmon, they had cod, they had, dude, it was paradise, man. Veggies,
Maybe next season me and James will audition just for the
food. Hey, once DJ sees the head in the corner of your screen, he might remember you. He might remember you in the audition.
I just won't tell him I don't have an athletic bone in my body anymore.
Well,
I won't tell him that.
just tell him you need a good sledgehammer event or something where you can just beat the crap out of something.
Brute shit.
Bust a big concrete wall.
Well, you have to get to the end of the circuit until you get the hammer, right?
Yeah, that's unless they come up with a new event. Like a couple of the events this year were new, and about a handful of them, or all the other ones were from last year that made it over. Like the wall that I did, Lunar Impact, it was there.
Yeah.
That first one that I did, that I tried to pull the weight or pull the wall down too early. That one was a new one, and they didn't tell us how heavy those plates were that we had to pull off. They had different set of weights for the girls and different set of weights for the guys. They were basically just big tree trunks cut into sections, and they were big wheels, big wooden wheels like that. You know, like you cut down a sycamore tree and chopped it up and gold plated the heavy ones and silver plated the lighter ones. They were about half the weight, and they didn't tell us how much it was. It was like 250-pound plates or something. So it's pretty. It was easy just to slide it off. You know, you got so much daggone adrenaline that when you run up the ramp and you get up there and you're just like, God, you know.
I think I'd be good at that, because I was really good at strongman. When I competed in strongman. Especially the medley events where you move around and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's about half. It's about half Ninja Warrior, half strongman, half never know what to expect. You know what I mean?
The Ninja Warrior stuff would get me though.
Dude, I couldn't do that for
No.
I'd like to think I can. Mentally, I can. Physically,
my dexterity. I don't have any dexterity. I'm all like strength, you know.
Yeah, dude, it hurts so bad when you weigh a lot just to do monkey bars. Have you ever tried that lately?
I did it with my nephew. A few months ago.
God,
he was at 5.
It about tear your bicep on it.
Could barely do it, man.
Dude, I'm telling you, man.
They're like the moving ones where they like went like this. Yeah. I was dying, dude.
It's just, hey, if we put Casey on there right now with that tendonitis, boy, it would light him up.
No.
It's straight tendonitis.
Yeah.
I did it.
Where's your tendonitis at?
Right at this elbow.
Dude, I have it so bad right here right now.
Yeah, it sucks.
I've got
any pull down I do, it's like everything just burns.
I've got a touch right there. I've got a touch just barely, but I've got some cupping set up. I could do it myself. I got my own cupping set, but I never make the time to freaking do it. But I'm going Wednesday. I've got an hour cupping set up, and we're going to book out every other week through the summer. So I won't be able to spread that eagle sun this year.
You're on that Nick Walker regimen.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
He's always walking around with hickeys now.
Dude, I know it.
Look like a ladybug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried it, James?
Yeah, I never found much from it. I don't
Really?
know. Maybe I went to the wrong guy or something, but
I was gonna say maybe the person you went to, because
yeah,
it separates that fascia right off your muscle, dude. It's like so relieving just to have no adhesions. And then, they'll pump it on there and leave it. I think the max you're supposed to leave it on there is 5 minutes. And like she taught me how to do it, Lacey. You put it, pump it on there, and then if it's dark purple, take it off, like right off the bat. That means you got too much going on there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's 4 to 5 pumps based on the tightness of the skin and what the skin looks like. And then you leave it for 5 minutes, then you loosen it up, and then you kind of move it around and get the connecting tissues next to it. I mean, dude, it's funny. And she's got one that's got like got a vacuum system on it. And she can put it on there, and it's just constant pulling suction. So she can move it like that, move it down my back, just pull the back up there. That's solid too when you can move it.
Yeah, no, I've seen a picture of someone's skin bursting from that, and I'm like, I've never.
Oh, really? Was that Larry Wheels? No. Was that Larry Wheels?
No, I don't know who it was. This is a picture on Reddit back in there or something like that, and it was like the skin inside of the cup just like burst. And I'm like, oh
no,
I'm not doing that. Nope.
No, dude. I don't.
That.
Dude, that must have been. I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't see it happening. I've got thick skin. I got some old whale skin, son.
I got that thin skin, man.
Hey, well, yeah. When I diet down on my arms, it will be. It's thin, but
mine's like I'm a paper cut away from dying when I get fat.
Oh, dude. Lean. Hey, Casey, wait until he gets shredded and watch these shoe pics come out. He'll have the most vascular legs you'll ever see.
That's when you can tell I'm lean, is when I do shoe pics.
Dude, yeah. Dude, I have like the thickest skin. Like my elbow skin is so thick.
So I was born 6 weeks early because I'm a twin, and then my mom had some complications, so they had to give her emergency C-section 6 weeks early. And the doctors said we are like missing a layer of skin.
Really?
Because we were born so early, and that's why my skin's so thin. But like I get stretch marks like crazy anytime I grow a little bit. It's just like my skin just rips.
Hey, do you think that we just cracked the code there on that's why some people are different skin thinness difference on stage?
Yeah, some people don't have like
Dude,
me. I don't missing.
Yeah, that's the most reasonable thing I've ever heard so far.
That's from a doctor who told my mom that in 1986, but
1986.
Okay, so
but I do have
this. Let's see if we can confirm this with me and Casey. Let's see if I was about on time. So I've got probably the average skin, kind of somewhere in between, like not super grainy, but not super thick. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but I don't know. I have thick skin, but I don't know if I was born a little bit late. But dude, I do know that I was a massive baby. So
I was a small baby. I was a small baby.
Well, I was medium-sized baby.
Yeah,
and I was medium.
Yeah, I think my birth certificate card said like 21 inches or something like that, like 9 point something pounds or something.
Holy shit!
I was 8'6". Yeah. I was 8'6". Where was you?
I was 6'1". I was 6.1.
Yeah. Hey, so our baby weights correlated with our skin.
With our skin.
Huh? What about it?
Nah. Yeah.
Crack the code. So now we just need to
possibly, dude.
We need to hit up Hottie Chupin and see if he was like premature as it gets. Because his skin gets thin, son. On them quads, dude. The cross striations on his quads.
Then you got guys like, Akeem Williams who have thicker skin, but that's because his ethnicity. Because when you're if you're a warmer climate, your skin has to be thicker so to protect against the sun.
Maybe because my Persian and black side.
Maybe
that's why I'm thicker skin.
Hey, so there it is. Two variables. Because
where
you're from and baby weight.
You see the darker skin guys, like the darker skin black dudes, their skin's always thicker. Because of their genetics.
Here's Hadi Chupin again, for example. He's Middle Eastern, but his skin is thick.
He also gets insanely shredded.
Dude. Yeah.
Like he's showing up in shape.
Did you see him throwing bows with Phil up there?
I think that's why he didn't get third place. I don't think the judges like that. I don't think the judges like that.
No, that was disrespectful to Phil.
Disrespectful to the 7-time champ.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it was meant out of any. Phil was laughing. They're friends. They don't speak the same language, but they're friends. Because even after Hadi was like dancing,
that was aggressive though. That was aggressive.
Yeah, what changed? He pointed at his gut. Oh, that was mean,
dude.
That was
mean.
I don't remember that.
Friends don't do that. I didn't see that either.
I would not point at, like, if you were having a dissentation going on, I'm not going to point at that.
No,
that's rude.
That's dirty, dude.
Rude.
And then and then they posted that picture together, just loving life. And I was like, dude, if I just got my arm slung like that, I ain't gonna be taking a picture with you.
But did they do that because they're both Hani Rambach guys?
Yeah. So Phil is a nice guy and took the bullet because Hani's his coach, and he's not gonna be a crybaby and let it ruin the weekend. So I mean,
That's pretty brutal.
When I saw it, I told my wife, I was like, "Did you see that?" She's like, "Yeah, that was rude as fuck." I'm like, yeah, it was.
Hadi's not as nice as Rami, kissing everyone's forehead.
Yeah, complete. Yeah,
he was just trying to give everybody COVID. He's like,
hey, there's a lot of people that came back from there with COVID.
I know, because one of the tan girls had it. One of the tanning girls had it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you know what tanning company?
I think it's Protan, right?
I'm with Liquid Sunrays. Shout out Liquid Sunrays.
Or does Janatan do the Olympia?
I think there's multiple. It's such a big show that like Nick Walker's with Liquid Sunrays and Akeem is, so they'll hit up Marilyn. She owns the company. Or now she sold a share in it, and she loves it so much she's working the road, and bodybuilding's a great way to just travel. You know what I mean? If it gives you a reason, go somewhere different.
Show every weekend. Just show every weekend.
So get to see all different kinds of wieners and put some
the weird smells. People come in with no deodorant because you can't come in with deodorant.
Yeah,
I hate that. By the way.
Yeah.
And on the second time I got tan, my second show, I was like, "That's bullshit. You can put deodorant on." And I did it, and it was like all green. I'm like, "Oh fuck."
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't wear deodorant.
Yeah.
No.
So I
get self-conscious. It's like that's why the final week of working out, I'm just in sweatshirts. I'm like, I don't want anyone smelling me. I'm not gonna see how I look in the mirror. I don't care. I'm like, I'm just gonna try to be as least smelly as I can while I'm taking deodorant off.
Dude, yeah. I'm so depleted that deodorant is just one less thing I have to use energy to put on. I'm so depleted. I'm like, thankfully I don't even have to use deodorant. Like I'm so dead, dude.
It's really like they put you in like you're a castaway, like Tom Hanks.
No, I've thought about
shredded to the bone, smell like shit.
Hey, I've thought about applying for Survivor. I was like, man, that'd be a perfect way to get ready for a show. Hell, I got to lose a little muscle anyway.
get a little diarrhea.
Yeah.
Some typhoid or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. I think, shoot, how long is it though? How long is Survivor? Is it like 2 months?
Depends if people are standing or not.
Yeah, that's
right?
true.
It's last man standing.
Yeah.
You might go against like another Bartley Weaver.
Hey, I had a buddy. Yeah.
You would go into Survivor so carved up. You would carb up for 60 days.
Oh,
You're
dude,
like, I'm never gonna eat again the rest of my life.
Dude, it would be
He's
the
just taking
best.
a nap on the beach. Everyone's like, why is he just sleeping on the beach? I'm good for at least 2 weeks, guys.
I'm saving energy.
Yeah.
It's like a bear. It's like a bear going into hibernation. Just eat like crazy and just go to sleep and just
that'd
maintain.
be a great strategy. Great strategy.
It's,
everybody else just fall out on their own.
Hey, I had a buddy that was on there, and he said that they gave him a little ration of rice just to keep him alive. So it is like pretty serious. He said they gave him like 1 or 2 ounces of rice a day.
I'd rather just not have that.
That's what tough. I'm sure that they
1
set
or
up
2 ounces.
Yeah,
it's like 10 carbs, 5 carbs.
There might be some designated meal times that I don't know about, but
I'd rather just be in ketosis. Same. I don't want that shit fuck with my ketosis.
No.
I'd rather just be.
Nah, dude, you have to have those carbs. Get angry and go hunt something.
Imagine how hangry you'd be, though.
Yeah, hey. That's what's gonna make you feast. It's gonna go kill some fish or something. Spear some fish.
Hey, one of these days, I can't go a week, dude. It's like a bucket list thing to do, like a torturous bucket list thing to do is fast for a week. I've done 48 before, but man,
why?
I don't know about, huh?
May I ask why?
Just to say I did it.
That's a long time.
Yeah. I've got to have nothing going on, man, because think about that deficit. Like
I'd rather have stuff going on.
Yeah, but
I could sit at the house and not eat.
I would definitely have to take some days off training if I went 5 days.
Well, that would be like
training, but like I still want to go to work or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Kill some time.
Oh, the busier you are, man. That's why I love this podcast, because it's Monday night for us. We'll get it up here in a day or so. But man, if I'm here at the house, I ain't got nothing. Yeah.
That Kentucky dial up.
Am I slow? Am I falling apart there?
No, we're talking about your upload time.
Oh, okay. I thought I was actually
no,
slow
you're
over.
You're good.
Yeah. So I think I did it wrong last time. I uploaded it to the external hard drive and then pulled it from external hard drive to YouTube. So now I think I need to save it on my desktop, take it from desktop to YouTube, and then I think that'll go a lot faster because it's not having to go through an external hard drive as
Probably.
well. So I'm gonna do
direct uploads from the phone to YouTube is pretty fast. So I don't know why it took so long last time.
Yeah.
Well, 2 hours is a big file size too.
Yeah. No, it was 10 gigs.
The videos I post. That's good.
Hey, it was 10 gigs.
Here's me sleeping for 8 hours.
Hey, that was 10 gigs. Like that was a chunk for all that last week.
Except I've done some hour-long YouTubes and they were fairly quick. Like it may have been like an hour.
Yeah.
Upload it.
Yeah, I probably do need to upgrade my Wi-Fi. It'd be a good idea. Good tax write-off there, guys. Get that Wi-Fi.
Have you guys done your taxes yet? I haven't done it yet.
No. I dread it, man. I've got 3 different PayPals, and I've got a check from Tennessee Titans, and I've got a check from the Titan Games, or W2 for them. I got W2 for dude, so many. So my tax.
This is the first year. This is the first year I've had more than one source of income. And so I'm like, fuck, what do I do? I've never had I always had my Navy W-2.
Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Making pony hairs or what?
Yeah. No, I got like my like coach. No, I wish. I don't report that.
All the coach. Yeah.
Yeah.
The coach. Hey.
Yeah, the revive and the get raw too.
Yeah. Here's what
those kind of add up.
Hey, you need to buy those shoes with your LLC for your training company card.
Yeah.
Hey, because but no, I swear. Because it's work related. It's work related.
My buddy does that. Because he's got a shoe app. So all his shoes he buys, it's a work expense.
So you're telling me I can buy Crocs under my business and wear them to the gym? And be like, these are my work. It's just time.
Yeah, because you're known for
It's not like
Crocs. Yeah.
It's not like you'll get 100% of that money back, but there's a fraction of it you would get where you wouldn't to begin with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if I buy something for Titan, I bought this fancy little laptop here just for this. I'm gonna write it off on Titan Fuel. We're advertising, so I won't get 1,000 back, but maybe a couple $100. I mean, I'll take a little discount. You know what I mean?
It adds up, yeah.
So Casey, I expect to see more cookies and Crocs going on.
I might get special pairs of Crocs just to keep cookies warm. Slide it into line claws.
Hey, dude.
It's like, why don't you buy another cooler? Because I like Crocs.
I just thought of the big idea, Casey. I just thought of it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
Okay. So a carbivore cookie Croc, and every deluxe order, charge a lot for a bundle of cookies and ship it in Crocs.
In a Croc.
Yeah.
Well, you could get this little things you put in the Crocs, in the holes.
Yeah. There you go.
That's carbivore cookies.
Yeah. See, I'm not sure how many people that buy our cookies actually wear Crocs.
Hey, I would get a pair. Hey, I'd buy a pair.
Yeah, it's got to be at least one.
Hey, I'd buy a pair.
Yeah.
So here's what you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to outsource some Crocs. I guarantee you can get on.
Contact the Croc manufacturer and be like, "Yo,
no,
Crocs with the carbivore logo."
No, don't do a Croc spinoff. Get on what's it called? Alibaba. Get on Alibaba and search for Croc imitations, and then just buy 100 pairs, and it'll be like jail sizing. Don't have a number in it. It's just like, hey, is your foot fit in here? All right. It's a small, medium, or large for y'all guys. Y'all pick.
Small, medium.
Yeah.
Dude, it doesn't fit, you give it to a family member. No refund.
Hey, dude, if you put that on your website and said that would actually be hilarious. And they'd be like, oh, okay. That's all. I want the cookies anyway. I'm here for the cookies. Yeah, I'm here for the cookies, but I'll take the little custom Croc action.
Yeah.
We're gonna get to some questions.
Yes, I haven't even looked at mine. So one of y'all go first, and I'm gonna look over here.
I'll see if this is charged up enough to see what the questions are. Oh, it's charged up enough. That's good.
All right, I got the first one ready. We'll do a serious one first. Importance of sodium when bodybuilding.
Okay, so fun fact. A coach I had told me no sodium. All prep. I know my body needs sodium because it's a mineral, and you need that to actually shuttle carbs and whatnot. And I was pissed. And I'm like, I'm going to keep sodium in. And then they got mad at me. So, and that was 16 weeks out from the show, cut all your sodium. I was like, nah. So if anyone has a coach that tells them cut sodium, they're old school and don't know what they're doing. Sodium is really important.
Exactly. And, I know me and Casey done it. Pretty sure James does it as well. But, have some type of idea of how much sodium you're consuming, because you want to keep that as level as possible. Okay. You do need salt. You need the salt for hydration and for pumps, especially when you're low carb. Salt is a game changer, man. Eat a pickle or something before you go work out, man. A little extra sodium boost, but most of us will put, how many ever cranks of sea salt in our meals. That way we're keeping track, and we keep that consistent all the way up to show day, because that's when you want to manipulate, that last day or so on salt. But very important
at all.
Yeah, very important for performance. So guys, definitely don't shy away from salt unless you have a high blood pressure issue. That could always raise it a little bit, but still, I know, it's important to stay hydrated. What you got, James?
Yeah, I always tell my clients, I'm like, if you're having trouble getting a pump, add a few twists of salt pre-workout, even your pre-workout shake, anything. I'm like, eat a couple little pickles. I'm like, if you like pickles, like something, just load up on some sodium for the gym.
Dude, I sweat so much. My salt intake is so high, and it has to be just because, our cardio day, full sweating through a shirt and a sweatshirt, and still dripping. Dude, that's so much sweat.
Prep is the worst.
Yeah. Hey, and
my wife gets so mad.
Hey, I just threw in Yohimbine HCl this week, so now it's time to burn some fat, boys.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Dude, I can't handle that stuff. All the sweats and then the heart.
I love it too, dude.
I love it.
Yeah.
No, 20 milligrams pop.
I do too. I go about 20, 22. Yeah.
25, something like that.
Yeah.
I respond, like, stimulants don't bother me at all. I could do, for whatever reason, I can handle a lot.
Yeah. I'm the same way.
Don't just go right to 20 if you're listening to this. Like,
do not. I had a guy.
20, I probably would have died. I took it a little bit one time. I was in the gym, like shivering. Yeah. I'm like, oh gosh, just dripping sweat. I'm like, I feel like I'm gonna die. My heart's all beating bad.
Here's the thing: you're either super sensitive to it or you're not sensitive at all. There's no in between. I mean, I can feel 7 when I take 7 of the 2.5 or 3 milligram pills. There's 2 different companies that I use, but from Complete Nutrition, shout out Complete Nutrition, for the Yohimbine HCl, not the Yohimbe. Like people get the bark sometimes, and that's too sporadic. You can actually dose Yohimbine HCl accurately, get the same feeling every time. Don't you think so, James?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Old school, they used to have that bark extract.
Yeah,
it'd be a lot of the pre-workouts and stuff back in the day. That would get people a little crazy.
But I had a guy message me. I took a picture and put it on my story the other day. And he's like, dude, how much do you take, man? I feel like I'm about to have to go to the hospital. he said he took it and he only took 1. I was like, dude, you got to assess your tolerance on that. He didn't say he's about to go to the hospital, but he was like, man, it had me tore up. I was like, dude, I know the feeling, trust me. But if you overdo it, just different people's sensitivity levels. But definitely start out with the lowest minimum dose and do it pre-cardio. Just that's the
fasted, or at least like 2 hours after a meal.
See, I do mine post weight training, like maybe 15 minutes left in the workout. I'll go take mine, and then I'm gonna hop on cardio for an hour. So it only works in a depleted state. So you don't want to just crush a bunch of food and then take it and think it's going to work. You need to be empty stomach for it to do its actual best. So let me hit another question here. Let's see. Are GDAs, glucose disposal agents, worth the money for daily use? Y'all's opinions. I'll let y'all go since I'm working on formulating one. I'm pretty pro GDA.
Yeah, get tight and fuel GDA. It's must have.
Yeah. And guess what it's called? Guess what it's going to be called? What? Dusted. Dusted, baby. Dude, that is like I thought of that the other day and I was like, man, that is the ultimate marketing strategy for me with eating cheat meals, saying dusted. Well, you can actually take this and dust it. You know, it's going to it's going to help you out a little bit.
One. Yeah, so I wore one of your dusted shirts the other night to our friend's birthday party, and everyone was like, "What does that mean?" And I pointed to empty pizza. I'm like, "It's dusted," and everyone was like,
"Ah!" That's classic. So, what are your feelings on it?
I'll go. I think it's a nice to have. So, I if I was a young kid and I didn't have a lot of money and like I had to prioritize funds for like other things like food and other supplements, it wouldn't be on like must-haves, but it's a very nice to have.
I don't think younger kids growing necessarily need it. It's more of a you know, kind of mesomorph to endomorph type of, you know, trying to stay at a decent body fat, you know, assimilating carbs a little bit better, you know, because when you're growing like a weed, man, you're cleaning out every 2 hours, ready to go, ripping and roaring anyway. So you don't need
to. And I think they're good if like, what's the name of that? Berberine. So like berberine's in most of the GDAs.
Yeah.
I think that's good if you're having issues with a little bit elevated blood sugar levels, to get those down. So I think I think if you can afford it, I would have it in, but I don't think it's like an absolute must, but unless you have issues with blood sugar levels.
It's a luxury item for sure. It's not nothing mandatory, but I think it's a smart supplement, you know, and we hadn't had it for too long. You know, we've been on it for a few years here, but it's a fairly new, you know, thought process in the fitness industry that, you know, you don't want your blood sugars elevated.
I took it back in 2008. 2008 was the first one. It's called it was from the same people that made Jack 3D. Like 2008 was the first time I saw him. Yeah, it's when the original the good Jack 3D was out. Yeah, they had it too. P Labs.
It was very scarce.
Yeah.
Back in the day. Probably the first one I took was man. I can't even think. I fell in love with RPG Redcon 1. So I'm doing some on my formulation, it's gonna be it's got the ALA in there like it does. James, we've talked about the ingredients before, but it's gonna have berberine in it.
Yeah.
Berberine, it's going to have 4 patented ingredients, which is going to be a huge marketing plus there. It's going to have 4 patent ingredients. It's glucovantage. Have you heard of that?
Okay. Yeah.
It's like one of the up and coming. So I've got Alpha Line sells Gains candy, and it's glucovantage, and that's the only thing that's in it. So just taking 1 pill of that can drop my blood sugar 10 points in about 30 minutes, which is pretty solid for just one ingredient. You know, it's a patented mix. So I'm sure there's a couple things in there, you know, but so I'm putting that in mine alone. So just with that alone, I know that it's going to bring blood sugar down. So it'll be effective, but I'm throwing in berberine, ALA, there's some type of cinnamon, a new patented
chromium.
It's a patented. It's called Sinulin or something. Sinulin. I can't remember what it's called, but it's a new patent ingredient. Some type of high tech cinnamon. you know how the supplement game's always evolving and turning into something new. You know, I do the Ceylon. I do the Ceylon cinnamon here to my carb meals. You know, that's supposed to be a good one. It's non-toxic.
Yeah.
You know, some people go overboard on the cinnamon, don't realize it's toxic, you know.
Yeah.
You know that?
Well, anything's kind of toxic in high doses, even vegetables.
Right.
So
yeah, that's why you can't get dogs can't eat. They'll die.
Yeah.
They're very sensitive to
it. Shoot. Hey, that'd be a rough deal right there. That'd be a rough deal to lose old bulldog here, Casey. You better put up the Put up the cinnamon when
dude. Anytime
cinnamon and
anything
chocolate.
on the ground, yeah. Every time something drops on the ground, we're like because she'll sneaking in. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I'm like, you got some chicken grease or fat, you know? It's like,
yeah.
But yeah, I'd agree with you guys on that whole GDA thing. I don't really use them. I try to use them for fill up, but the ones that I've used, I don't feel like they do too much. I've never used
I've
RPG
had some.
because I remember, I asked you and that they didn't have it in stock and it wouldn't come in time. But it's more of a luxury item, like you guys said. But that's the only time I use it because I'm overloading the body, filling up, trying to, you know.
Hey, just want to warn everybody to, you know, be smart about this stuff. You know, just because it says recommended serving on the side doesn't mean you have to, you know, least effective dose is what you want. You know, not only is it going to save you money, but it's going to be safer. So like RPG is 4 capsules. And if you take it and wait an hour, dude, you low blood sugar. You're like, it'll drop you like 30 points. Like I did it one time and dropped 30, 40 points. I was like, man, that's some strong stuff. So that's the one that I prefer until mine comes out because it's going to rival that.
The Revive one's twice as strong as RPG. And
really?
If you take the full dose of that and you don't need that,
I need to try it.
Start sweating. You get irritated. Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, I get those blood sugar levels drops in prep, so I'm fine with that.
And
like
guys,
I'm not eating every 2.5 hours. I'm like,
well, people are probably wondering like how many times a day do you take it? I only take it like twice a day. What about you, James?
Twice a day. So I take it at my morning carb meal, and then I take it sometime in the afternoon. So it's like 12 hours later. Yeah, but that's because I'm also worried about blood sugar levels.
Right.
You know, as I get heavier and stuff like that. So
yeah, you want to keep that insulin sensitivity, keep the blood sugars lower. The higher your blood sugar stay, the easier it is to store fat. That's why you see a lot of overweight diabetics, just because they have a hard time managing, you know, that insulin balance, you know, and the shuttle and stuff. So. All right. Who's got the next question?
Let's see. I'll go with one from Tay Bob. It says, in different preps, do you crave different cheats? Yes. Definitely.
Yeah.
I know the weirdest things I've craved was like a full season of anything sour, like pickled. And I bought a ton of like pickled trail mixes and different things, like dill flavored. And I'm like, after the show, I tried eating it. And I'm like, that's disgusting because, you know, you get your normal senses back. And I threw it all away. I was like, that's so gross.
Yeah.
You'll go down the road and smell something, man, that smell will be on your mind for daggone 2 weeks, you know.
I always crave Taco Bell in prep. I don't know why.
Is it because you're not pooping much? No,
maybe that might be it. System. But I also have to drive by it every day when I'm like coming home from work. So that might have something to do with it. But it's also one of those things I know I can't cheat on in a refeed.
Yeah.
Because like I'll cheat on like super high carb stuff like pancakes, waffles, all that good stuff, and like sushi and like, you know, like pasta dishes, things like that. But like you can't really fit in Taco Bell because it's all like high fat and high carb.
Yeah.
So it's not really
quality.
It's bad quality
and
it's not that high a carb either. It's like mostly like 50-50, you know? So it's kind of like off limits for me. So I always crave it. I never end up eating it, and then after prep, I never end up eating it. I don't know.
You're like,
but it was my favorite growing up. Yeah, but it was my favorite growing up for sure. I don't know.
Well, we don't have to mail you any Taco Bell and sabotage you since we're not the same class anymore. So don't worry about it. Yeah, I won't DoorDash you Taco Bell. Don't worry about it.
Oh, you could do that now, huh? Like from afar.
Yeah.
So I could DoorDash you some shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I reckon.
That is crazy. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, because I sent some.
You got my address too. Shit.
Yeah.
You better watch.
You better watch out. Oh, we coming home to a travesty of just empty Taco Bell packages all over the counter.
Like $50 for the Taco Bell.
Yeah. It'll
I
come.
can do $50 for Taco Bell.
Hey, it'll come at a time too where you're like, man, it's been a while since I had a refeed. Let me let me see if I can fit.
That Taco Bell would stick on me for like 3 months.
Yeah. No, you got the best metabolism in the group, I think.
Maybe. I don't know. Casey's pretty good, right?
Yeah, for the most part. I can overload my system with junk food if I want to get fat, but if I eat clean, I'm not gaining weight. I cleaned up my diet a little bit. The other night I had ice cream, obviously some cookies, a couple cookies. And then the previous night, like 2 nights before that, just a ton of pizza and different things. And I'm still losing weight. So
yeah,
like whatever.
I had the metabolism where I don't lose a lot of weight prep. I just get it harder.
Yeah. See, that would be a nice problem to have, but
I lose like 10 pounds. I lose like 10 pounds in prep.
Guys, I lost 9 pounds since podcast last week. 9 pounds in a week, dude. That's why I'm gonna have to. That's why I'm gonna.
I saw it on the
step
mill. I saw 7 pounds on that step mill the other day.
Yeah.
It's like a gallon of water. What's that? 7 pounds?
I know, dude. Yeah. No, I can lose about 7 pounds if I don't eat, wake up fasted, go train. I'll weigh in at a certain weight, and then come back as soon as I get home from the gym. I'll pee. I'll put my clothes in the washer and get on there butt naked, and I'm down like 7 pounds every day. 10 on a good day.
Your kidneys hate you.
I don't know. I'm taking astragalus.
Good. 4 grams. You taking 4 grams?
I'm taking we talked about it. I think I am. I take six caps a day. I take 6 caps, so maybe 6 grams.
6 caps of what? Of just straight astragalus?
Astragalus, yeah.
Okay.
That's solid, right?
If it's 4 grams, yeah, that's what you need.
Yeah.
You just need like 4 grams a day.
Yeah.
Mine's less than that, but I'm not that crazy. Even though my weight,
astragalus is expensive though. It is no lie.
Yeah. What does your guys' weight drop overnight? Because we're all pretty tall, so you probably get big fluctuations. Yeah.
It depends how long I sleep. So like on the weekends when I sleep in more, it could be like 5 to 6 pounds. But when I like a normal work day, it's like maybe like 3.
How about doing prep?
Like 3.
Really?
Yeah, it's super weird. My coach, Skip, he's been doing this shit since like 1990s, but he never seen nothing like it. It's really weird.
Mine's about 4 or 5, typically. What about you, Casey?
I mean, now that I just switched back to a little bit higher carbs and lower fats, not low fat, but I lowered it just to get more carbs in there. I'm dropping about 7 pounds overnight. Usually in prep, it's like 7 to 10 pounds.
How long do you sleep for? Generally speaking.
I mean, currently about 9 hours.
Ooh. That's why, because I find when you're getting that second flush, so like I feel like if you sleep up to 6, you're getting like 1 flush.
Yeah.
Right. But then when you get that extra 3 hours, you're getting a second flush. So that makes sense because like that's how it is when I'm sleeping on the weekends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I get that first flush in the middle of the night, and then the second flush wakes me up. I sleep 7 hours. So it's like I got a automatic alarm clock. It's pretty solid. If I get 7, it's like pee and then pee and get up.
7.
Yeah.
I probably sleep more, but this snow reflecting all the light in the room is pretty bright in the morning.
Dude, since I'm like fat now, I've been sleeping like on the weekends like 10 hours. It's great.
It's nice, dude.
I love it.
Because it's like
it feels so good.
Start going to sleep like 4 hours.
Yeah.
And then I don't have to space my meals out throughout the day. Like instead of like 3 hours, they're like 2 to get all my meals in.
Oh, that's awesome.
Like, I'm never hungry. It's like great.
Dude. But like, dude,
that's so accurate.
When you're waking up after 4 hours, it's like that first like 3 to 4 hours in the morning, you're not even eating. You're like taking your time drinking your pre-fasted drink, and then you're just waiting around the house like, man,
you can space it out. So you can space it out, dude. That's for sure.
Hey, what about this, guys? Got a question from Andrew.Mosby. Why not just have a smaller amount of something each day than a whole cheat meal? Pretty sure we're all on the same page.
I'll answer that. I'll answer that because I know why it doesn't work for me.
Yeah.
I'm a 0-100 person. I think just like you guys are. So the second I go off my diet, I go off my diet. I can't like do like if it fits in your macros type of a deal. Right. Once I get sugar or like a something bad in my taste in my mouth, the floodgates just open.
Oh yeah, it's nonstop.
I just go. So I'm like, fuck it. I already ruined my diet. I'm just gonna get the benefits. And then in my head, I'm like, I'll just get the benefits of refeeding the glycogen and boost my metabolism. And then I just like keep going.
Same.
You know,
same man.
So that's why.
I mean, you can do that if that's what you want to do. You know,
you can.
But I do not have the discipline for it.
And
plus, I think the thyroid boost benefits, of spiking your calories on that one day. I think that's more beneficial than just grinding out the same every day. But
I feel like your body holds on to the extra every day.
Yeah,
more than a lot at once.
Right.
Well, that's
on a weekly basis.
That's what I'm saying, because like during prep, I've noticed that works better for me, because like we talked about, it's like you get those few days of your glycogen loaded, and then you're digging down. You're over depleting. It's like if you eat steady the whole week, your body's just gonna level out. It's like you need to dip down, burn off some fat. Then it's like your glycogen stores are more receptive to that huge feeding, so you're not gonna put on fat from that meal. It's like you're just gonna get loaded, and then you're gonna spend it off the next couple of days.
And it's in a short window, so you're not going to accumulate like what's it 3,500 calories per pound of fat. So if you go 10,000 calories over maintenance, you're not necessarily going to store 3 pounds of fat in that short window.
No, you might store 3 pounds of glycogen, but
yeah, in theory, hopefully you do. But yeah, you can put some water on, which is good when you're dieting. But just the everyday thing,
it gives
some
you
guys
something.
Can do it.
It gives you something to look forward to, something to work hard for too, man. There's just something there's something satisfying about, man, I've worked my ass off. I earned every bit of this, and I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna tear it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep. I have to feel like I'm sucking, like I'm suffering, and like it kind of sucks in order for me to feel like I'm actually going forward towards my goal.
Yeah, because if you had to eat that sheet every day, then it's like you just feel like you're not even dieting. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's psychologically, you just got to figure out what kind of person you are and do whatever works for you.
Yeah. I have some people like Lane Norton. He's a famous guy that he had like ice cream sandwiches every day during his preps.
Yeah.
It worked for him, but it's just not, it depends your personality.
How much is too much protein, from Andrew Keene? How much is too much protein? Yeah.
I wonder if that's my friend, Andrew Keene. Like my real life friend from work.
Anyway. This Andrew Keene's from Bowling Green, so.
Oh no,
not him.
Like, wrong one. Just kidding. I don't like you,
buddy. How much is too much protein? What do you think?
I think over 2 grams per pound of body weight, you're really pushing too high. I think that's like the max. That's on the high, very high end for me. If I were to give like a formula.
I'm the same way.
1.5 is usually pretty good.
Yeah, I've never prescribed 2 grams for anybody. I mean,
who's high? That's a little old school. But
I'm a big protein eater. I'm probably 1.5. I mean, I love some meats.
1.5 is a sweet spot. I feel like for most.
When I cut down so much and I've got to pull calories from somewhere, I actually go down to about 1.2 times my body weight.
Yeah.
Instead of 1.
I'll go down to 1 gram per pound.
I can't, man. I get too hungry.
I think though the higher your carbs are, the lower your protein can be.
Oh, so it's low everything.
Oh.
Me and Bartley will dive down.
Yeah.
Well, so I'm the believer the opposite. Like I feel like when you're dieting, you should keep your protein higher.
I do too.
Yeah.
I've always done that just to. Yeah.
I've always so you're getting.
Yeah. Yeah. I've always done that just to, try to maintain more muscle, because you're you're testing the limits with all this physical exertion and not that much food. So I'm like, that's like the most beneficial to me. I mean, some people will say carbs, but
protein doesn't store as fat as easily. It protects the muscle. If some gets converted via gluconeogenesis, the glucose, big deal. That's the one
it's going to be used.
Don't want to have to drop. Yeah.
Right.
No, that's the one thing you want to keep higher. But in theory, it's safe for healthy kidneys. But with all the hard workouts and everything, that's one more thing for your body to have to flush through the kidneys. So in the same sense, it's like I think that's why a lot of the 90s guys had so many issues, because they're high protein intakes. It's like people say
they were doing 12 ounces cooked. Yeah, they would do like 12 ounces cooked per meal.
I've had old coaches that were like very like that. So it's like that's why when I'm looking at the health aspect as well as the benefits, and it's like past 1.5, you're not really getting any benefit. So I'll still fluctuate between those realms. But when I need to dive down, like I also do protein cycling sometimes in prep. When I really need to get my calories really low, I'll have higher days of protein and then lower days, but never under 1 gram per pound. Yeah, I never go under, but it's always 1 gram to 1.5, and then also depending on the person and what they're doing.
Yeah.
So,
I think starting out with beginners, I usually shoot for 1 gram per pound, because they're not used to this. We've been doing this forever. No, they don't comprehend. They can't even comprehend that it's possible to eat that many grams of protein. I'm like, dude,
my younger, I know, but I do that before 10 o'clock. But like, my younger guys though, I barely put any protein in their diet, because all the other shit I'm having them eat has so many added little protein in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Like trace amounts, it adds up to a lot throughout the day. I don't count trace protein. Most people. Yeah, for myself, I don't.
Those peanut butter jellies hit hard, boy. When you start slapping them in there. Yeah,
because you're having like what's that, like 16 grams per 2 servings of peanut butter. You know what I mean? So you add that up, and they're probably only $1.50, $1.80, something like that. They don't need as much. So, and I don't want to blunt their appetite through protein.
Would y'all agree that that's like one of the go-to throw some calories on a kid foods?
Everybody loves it. It's the number one. It's too easy to eat, too easy to make, and it's cheap.
Yeah. And then if you got somebody, high class, well, old mama can go to Sam's Club and get a big case of Uncrustables, and
the Crustables are amazing.
So far,
it's the easiest 300 calories you'll ever get in your life.
Absolutely,
easier than pecan pie.
Yeah, it is pretty easy, dude. I like eating them frozen because they last longer. They got them frozen at the hospital. They're fire.
I like eating them. I like eating them grilled a little bit in the air fryer.
Ooh,
that sounds good.
They sell that in Nashville. Whenever we get together and get a training session in Nashville sometime, they got a bar downtown, a good barbecue joint, and they got grilled Uncrustables, and they hit it with a little butter, roll a little butter on there.
Yeah, little butter.
Put a little sear on each side. Oh,
yeah.
That is fire, dude. Hey, it's on the kids menu too. So I used to order from the kids menu every week. That was my go-to spot after the
calorie challenge.
Yeah, I know. It's easy, dude.
Yeah, easy.
I love Absolutely. Y'all got one more question here?
Yeah, I got one. All right, so fuck, marry, kill. Pancakes, French toast, or waffles?
Oh man.
Damn.
Oh,
I'd probably marry pancakes, because that's the most consistent. You can do so many different to it. You can make it at home. It still tastes good. I definitely bang French toast, because every time I go out and I want some dirty French toast, and then kill the waffles. The only thing waffles are good for is like waffles and like chicken waffles, but I don't eat that often, so I'd probably kill that one.
Oh man, you brought up a good point. I'm gonna go ahead. Man, the chicken and waffle is a experience that can't be had with a pancake. and it can't be had with French toast. So I've got to keep it just because it's one of my favorite, little cheat meal starters is a good Nashville
hors d'oeuvre
chicken waffle. Yeah, Nashville hot chicken waffle.
Bartley's hors d'oeuvres are this big.
Yeah, I had one last week, man, and it was unbelievable. They gave me honey to cover it with. That's the first time I've had honey covering it. I usually do syrup.
Honey.
Yeah,
that honey you got me was so good.
Oh, that was fire, wasn't it?
The Savannah honey, I was like, dang, this thing's so sweet.
Yeah,
I love honey.
That's the one that I chugged in like under a minute. 12-ounce bottle of that. I made $200 off of that, dude. I was like, absolutely. We'll dust this jar of honey.
I could do money.
Honey doesn't spike your blood sugar level that bad, though, so you're probably okay.
No, I had a continuous glucose monitor plugged in, like needle in my skin, and it was measuring it, and it only went up stable. Like 20 or 30, dude. I was like, what? I just drank 12 ounces of honey, and it only went up 30. I was like, if I had a donut, it would go
syrup,
up.
You would.
Oh
yeah.
For sure.
If you do that with maple syrup, it went up like 100 points.
Okay, so back, I can't kill the waffle. I just can't do it. Pancakes are my favorite, so I'm marrying pancakes. Man, there's just something about a good fluffy, syrup logged pancake that it's hard to beat. Okay, so this is where I come to the dilemma. At least I got to kill French toast, dude. I love freaking French toast.
Ugh.
I love French toast, but it is. But I know, man. I love it. Like if I could probably only have one before I died, it'd probably be some just bomb French toast. If I had one last meal on the planet out of those three, I'm picking French toast.
Then how are you killing it?
Because I don't want to marry it. I don't want to marry it.
How are you justifying the chicken and waffle above the French toast if your last meal wants to have French toast in it?
Because I eat waffles more often than I eat French toast, and I eat pancakes more often.
But
than
that's
I eat waffles.
That's a Mary question, though. The fuck question is.
Which one am I going?
Yeah, if you're dating two things at once, you have to kill one of them.
Yeah.
But you would still bang the French toast because that's your last meal ever.
No, I'm gonna. Well, I'm marrying the pancakes. I'm marrying the pancakes. I already told you.
Okay, it's safe, nice and fluffy, not going anywhere.
Yeah,
that's a marriage material.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
You're right, man. I need a sexy little French toast.
Yeah.
They got. Dang, man. What am I going to do? Yeah. I can't get rid of chicken and waffles for life, though, dude. That's the problem.
I guess in this question, you could kill it then eat it. Because you can't kill a chicken. You can't kill a chicken.
Yeah.
That's part of your chicken and waffles.
That
you
is
just eat it.
That is true.
That's the loophole.
That's the loophole. So there's mine. What about you?
Mine's the same, man. I think we all get it. Marry the pancakes because it's the most stable. You can't mess them up. They're very hard to mess up.
There's a lot of variations. There's a lot of variations. That a protein pancake is pretty badass option within the pancake category.
Yeah, they're so versatile. They're so versatile. You can go healthy. You can go non-healthy. You can go cheat meal, eating challenge pancakes. I mean, there's so many different variables. And then all the different
French toast, though, dude. French toast is getting wild with variables now. So good. It's like stuffed French toast. Ooh, French toast.
I'm a little breakfast snob. So I don't want to offend you. I don't want to offend you guys if I am. But I'm pretty I'm kind of snobby when I go to breakfast, when I go eat out of breakfast. So I only go to real nice, kind of uppity places for breakfast around here.
Hey, you would
I don't go to Waffle House.
Hey, you would like
so
Nashville,
places like
dude.
Nashville. Oh, I know. Sure tells me they have the best
brunches. The brunches are to die for.
Well, I was up in DC for like when I was at the Pentagon for like 3 years, a couple years back. But,
yeah,
that's a brunch town. That's a brunch town. So
yeah,
I spoiled with French toast there.
Okay,
And,
so are you killing French toast or you?
No, I'm fucking the French toast. I'm banging it. I'm banging it. And then waffles, I feel are just overrated.
Oh,
yeah.
I mean, like waffles are something I go buy some frozen waffles if I'm being lazy.
That's why
pop them in the toaster, you know. But so,
hey, you remember those little Lego My Eggos? So those used to hit hard when I was growing up. Those are so good.
I carve up on those bad boys.
That's what I carved up on.
Dude, those are so fire, dude.
They're so easy, and you put them in syrup.
Yeah. Oh, real syrup, real syrup too.
And I put my 3 ounces of chicken on it, and I had chicken and waffles to fill up.
It just makes the chicken like go down so easy.
Hey, so y'all can't have that no more since y'all are killing waffles. You can't have that no more.
I'll fill up on French toast.
I'll do French toast.
If it wasn't for the chicken and waffle phenomenon, then I would kill it. But that's a good experience. That's actually one of the best flavors. I've got a YouTube video of it. It's one of the best flavor combinations you'll ever have in your life is a waffle, Nashville hot chicken strips, okay, and then maple syrup, cover it with maple syrup, and then so you pick it up and you make like a little taco out of that, and you dip it in soft serve homemade ice cream and bite it. Dude,
that'd be good.
Flavor explosion. You got spicy, you got sweet, you got temperature hot, you got temperature cold, you got crunchy, chewy. Freaking, it's got everything, dude. You're just like, oh
yeah, man.
It just make you sit down. It'll make you sit back, dude.
But that's not the waffle that makes it. It's the different flavors.
The waffle offers a crunch compared to the other 3. That's the only unique variable.
Yeah,
it's got the syrup.
It's a little crunchier.
The syrup pockets are the best thing.
But waffles are like the chicken of the meat world. You know, it doesn't have much flavor, but when you put different things on it, it tastes good.
Yeah,
it
like
tastes very well the different flavors.
It's like that 99% ground lean turkey you diet on.
Okay, apparently, fun fact. Apparently, after my wife donated blood, her blood came back and said that she already had COVID, and that was like right after Miami's when she felt weird. And I didn't really feel too weird, but I was eating such a bland diet. I was like, I don't know if I have taste or not. And I was just doing my cardio. Like, the only thing I noticed is during cardio, I was like, it's a little bit harder to breathe, but not much. And it only lasts like 3 days. So I'm like, I probably had it without knowing it.
Yeah. I think that bodybuilders wouldn't even know if they really had it because they're used to feeling like shit all the time. Because like everybody I talked to, so I got my second vaccine dose, and everybody I knew got like the next day they were like body aches, chills, and all that stuff. And I was completely fine, but I think it's just because I'm normal. I feel like shit all the time, so I'm just like, another day.
You're like, welcome to the club. We all got points.
Yeah, like just another day. Take some pre-workout. I'm good.
Yeah, just a little, just a little total body inflammation going on over here. You know,
it's like a cheat meal, dude.
Yeah,
seriously.
Take some Tudka, lower that inflammation there.
Turmeric.
Or
turmeric.
Yeah.
Tuca's liver.
Or there's what was the other one? What's the other name?
Turmeric's the anti-inflammation one.
There's it's in doesn't Revive have one of those?
The curcumin?
Yeah, the curcumin. That's what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah, because Tuca's the best for liver.
Yeah.
Yeah. Save your life.
What's his name? The big guy that knows all the health
JP.
Supplements inside and out. No, not him. One of the other old school ones. He doesn't compete. Dante. Yeah.
Dante.
So I hit up Dante.
I grew up on Dante.
Hey, Dante is solid, dude.
Dog crap. Bro, Most amount of muscle I ever gained was the dog crap training.
Yeah.
That shit fucking was rough though.
My joints can't handle it, dude.
Mine can't either. That's why I don't do it. But I do still do like rest pauses and stuff.
Yeah.
But
No.
I don't have a logbook like
I like the philosophy of dog crap, but I can't handle it, dude. I'm more of a Cutler style. A lot of volume, still pushing decent weight, but not going crazy and not, not quite.
Yeah.
I can't say Ronnie because that's just a whole different level of weight.
Ronnie, yeah, he was.
That was insane. That was basically like that was like dog crap, but 15 reps.
and 15 sets.
Yeah, he was killing it. But yeah, I hit Dante up and I asked him because my latest blood work, I think my C-reactive protein was like I think it's out of a 10 scale, right? 0 to 10 is your C-reactive protein. Yeah. And I think mine was 4 this time, and that's the highest I ever seen it. I was like, man, I've been running hard, so I got on some curcumin, and when I cook, I got a big bottle of turmeric, whether how good it absorbs. I mean, back when I was making salads every day and using just straight turmeric powder in there, I had the C-reactive protein score 0. So I was like, man, I guess I need to get back on that,
Yeah.
Did your skin start turning yellow a little bit?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, what's
they'll make your hands.
With the turmeric?
Yeah, from the curcumin.
Your lips.
Yeah.
It does when I have to brush my teeth after I get done eating it, dude. I've just got nasty teeth, just yellow. You know what I mean?
Like Kentucky, like West Virginia. I'm just kidding for all you West Virginia people.
Hey, we'll be in the hollers of West Virginia before you know it. We'll have cave miners with headphones on listening to this podcast. What do you think? I think it's got a shot.
I think so.
Y'all look at questions real quick and see if there's one more must answer that, guys, sorry that we can't get to all these. But what we'll do is we'll answer these on our story later, the ones that we didn't answer on the show. And that way we're not leaving anybody out and everybody still is motivated to get their questions in every week. Y'all got one more?
I got a silly one, but that's not like anything important. If you want to answer something important,
I got one.
I've got another food one. I got food ones all day.
I've got a pretty good one to close the show off with. How do you get refocused when you've hit the wall and are sliding backwards? How do you get refocused?
I don't know, dude. It's not even like a refocusing. It's like once I set that goal, nothing's going to take me away from that goal.
Yeah,
like it just becomes a habit. Like I tell people, cardio is like brushing my teeth. I don't even think about it. If you think about it too much, you're not going to want to do it. So I just make a habit, and I just keep the habit up. I don't need like motivation,
And see, that's the answer within the answer. You know what I mean? Is you've got to make this a lifestyle, and it's just not. It can't be an 8-week game where you try to do something, do good, and you shut it down for 8 weeks. This is a lifestyle, and once you get some momentum and you start seeing changes and you start having expectations and you start setting goals, you're not going to let just your psyche come into play and be like, I don't feel like doing it. Like I've been doing it for so long, I couldn't do that if I tried. That's why terrible. It's been 4 months. 4 weeks and 1 day since my last off day. I need to take some time off, but I love it so much and it makes me productive. It keeps me going. It keeps my businesses in line. It's just, I've got, regimented system going and everything's flowing when I'm in better shape, so that's why I try to stay, decent. I know you got mass up a little bit and lose a couple lines here and there, but that's just part of the process and becoming better. So what you got, James?
I think you need, so if you run into this situation, which I think it does happen, maybe it happens to me every now and then, but you have to find out your why. Like, why are you doing this? And you need to go back to that, because you probably lost why you're doing it. So you need to figure out what your why is. And it's gonna be different for everybody. So it's kind of an internal thing you kind of need to navigate towards.
Yeah.
Once you get that, then you're, just get back on. Then it's just execute and plan.
Yeah, everyone has those why factors in the very far back when you've been doing it forever. It's just a habit. Like, if you ever hit a mental roadblock, I mean, life hits everyone. Everyone gets down in the dumps sometimes. I mean, that's like goes back to what James said. You just gotta remember why you're doing it. But if you set yourself a goal, chances are you're not gonna sway away from it. That's the importance of having a goal. The times I don't have a goal or nothing set in plan where I could work towards is where my mind wanders away from, let's say, a good place. So it's like, just set goals and be active with yourself. Like Bartley said, he doesn't need to take time off because he feels better when he has those goals and that regimen in place. And that's how all of us feel. Like, we're not eating our 6 meals a day. We feel like we're slacking.
Yeah. And I think you need to also have goals. You got to have that long goal, but then you got to have goals to hit to meet that
short ones.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have those short ones, you're not getting those victories along the way. Like, if your goal is to be Mr. Olympia and you don't have any small goals, dude, you're gonna be very, very discouraging. It's gonna be very discouraging. So
right.
And for
go ahead, Case.
I was gonna say, and for bodybuilders, you have to also understand, like, if this is a bodybuilding related question, you have to understand that when you look at yourself in the mirror, you got to separate from a personal standpoint and look at yourself subjectively. Because I know people that will get way too in their head. Like, I can look in the mirror and like, I'm not good enough, but not beat myself up over it. Some people look in the mirror and they see a horrible image, and then it destroys their whole mental state. You gotta just be subjective with it and not get in your head too much about things. And like we said, just make a habit. And like James said, short-term goals. When I'm talking setting goals, that's why I don't take like off seasons that are longer than a year, because then I get lost. It's like nothing's there for too long of a period, and you have to figure out which kind of person you are. Is if you need to show closer than that or longer than that, you just have to know your own mental and figure yourself out, and then you'll know how to stay on track better.
Yeah, I think you probably could put the bot. Oh, sorry, you go.
Go ahead, James. You got started.
You brought up a good point about like the body thing. So that's like something I struggle with, like looking in the mirror and being my own worst critic.
Yeah.
And a lot of times how I look in the morning, like after my morning workout or whatever, kind of like dictates the rest of my day.
Yeah, like, no doubt, dude.
Like if I'm feeling like I don't get like, I'm not like pumped, I'm like, looking soft. It's like it's a downer. So like getting past that is like a big mental hurdle.
I think the guy,
especially in the off season.
Yeah, I think that the guy that asks is more of a general gym goer. COVID shut down the gyms for a while. People got out of the groove, and just kind of somebody that hasn't quite picked back up from where he was at and maintaining a healthy lifestyle. So I think one of the main things is, you got to be patient, and you got to realize that it is a lot easier to get fat than it is to get in shape. And it's just it sucks, but that's why, majority of the population is obese. I mean, it's easy to drive through and get whatever you want. And, hell, I love everybody that's listening to the show, but, probably got a few that's, hey, they're here for the cheat meals. Hey, we're trying to get you in shape too. You know what I mean? And, we kill it during the week, and that's what you got to do. You got to make small steps, win one day at a time. And when you start adding up those days that you won versus the days that you lost, you're going to see some progress. And when you see that progress, it's going to spike your attention, and you're more likely to stick to it once you can get over that hump. But you just got to win day by day. That's what I always tell people. Even during prep, I got to tell myself that, let's win day by day, because your mind can start messing with you when you're so hungry, and you're thinking about, oh crap, I'm not going to be ready for the show, man. And it's just, day by day, you just gotta, let's just get through the day. And then, that's when you low on the calories right there. James wouldn't know about that,
No, I'm still there. I'm
talking about the low calories.
No, I mean mine are pretty low, but I mean not like you're low, but
they're
I get to the point where I'm just focus on winning the day. But my thing is I don't get the hunger goes away at some point for me. It's the fatigue.
The fatigue is
terrible, and I get it. I get kind of tired of the routine, like the constant, all right, I gotta do cardio. I still got this today. I gotta do this today. I gotta do that today. I gotta clean these dishes. I gotta
it's a drag.
Make my meals for tomorrow. And
it's a drag.
I don't feel like it's ever ending.
Yeah.
So I kind of get lost in that one. But that's also why I like the cheat meals, because it throws off my routine.
Hey, do you have a meal prep service?
I do. I do now. But I didn't for 13 years.
Man, Dietary. Shout out to I didn't either until this past year. That's one of the biggest blessings of last year is having a meal prep sponsor. And gosh, that is an absolute game changer of the time. People trip out about how much it costs, dude. But after being treated like that, I guarantee it, you would buy meals because how easy and convenient it is.
You know what I don't miss? I don't miss going to the grocery store.
Yeah.
And chugging up like 10 bags of chicken breast, 10 bags of ground beef up my stairs, like every week, and then worrying if they didn't have the chicken in stock or the beef in stock or whatever. To go there and buy it all.
Time is money, man. And if you're glued to the kitchen for even if it's 4 hours, maybe you could do it in a couple hours. You could get all your meats rolling on the grill, meat on the frying pan, and meat in the oven. You can knock it out. But dude, it's just it sucks.
You gotta factor in the time it takes you to the grocery store and the time you put all the groceries away.
Right. I just look at it as increased need. I'm like, I'm walking around the store, I'm cooking in the kitchen.
Dude.
I'm psychotic like that. I'm like, I'm trying to do as much as I can, keep my mind off the hunger, just move.
Hey, Casey,
that does help in prep. That does help in prep.
Yeah.
Because your steps go way down if you don't watch it. Just because you're not trying to move.
Casey, we need to get you some Icon meals up here to Ohio and let you try it out. I'm sure we can find something without that histamine stuff.
I mean, histamine, you can't avoid it. You just have to make sure you know how to limit it. That's why I can't have any of the sauerkraut anymore and all the stuff that's super high in it, because it just messes me up. Like the other night when I had a ton of pizza, it's like I was tossing and turning all night and I had a little headache. But it's like, if you know what you're going to, I'm like, sometimes I'm down for it because pizza is good. But it just depends on the day.
I had pizza as a cheat meal this weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
I had that refeed last night, 10 meal. It wasn't a huge refeed, but I was just hungry, dude. I was depleted, and it was time for a cheat meal, but I didn't commit to a cheat meal because, of possible stuff coming up in the next few weeks. I was just like, I need to grind it out and get that little flat, little ugly stage, behind me, and then I can eat something and fill out and look good. Yeah. I hit it the other day.
Flat and fat.
Yeah.
Flat and fat.
That is the worst stage, dude.
That's where I am right now.
It sucks. I hate it.
That's why you don't look in the mirror. Just do your thing.
Avoid them. Turn the lights off when you're brushing your teeth. Yeah.
I just wear a shirt all the time.
Hey, I was there last week. I swear I was there last week, and just a week of hitting it pretty decent. Then I lost some of that, just flab. When you hit a most muscular, and you get like a little line under your chest, kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like got that extra skin. You're like, that is not tight. That needs to be tighter, you know?
The worst is when you hit a most muscular and nothing moves. Like nothing changes.
Yeah. No, definitely.
That's no bueno.
Sucks.
All right, my phone's about to die, so
yeah, guys. Yeah, it's my bad time.
Hey, we killed another 2-hour session for you guys, so make sure that you tune in. Make sure you subscribe. Leave us a review if you got time. I think that's how all this stuff works on Spotify and Apple Podcast stuff. If you leave a good review, 5 stars, let's get them 5 stars in so we can start building some steam. We're trying to get some t-shirts made for you guys. So I'm going to start on that tomorrow if I get time. Badass logo. Shout out to Chris Isoband on Instagram with a killer logo. Y'all happy with it?
Yeah, it's dope.
Yeah, it's it.
So we're going to get that on some shirts and some merch for our faithful listeners of episode 2. We'll come up with a title later. We'll catch you all next weekend, guys. God bless you.
Later.
All right. See you guys later.
See you, fellas.